I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Palmer's Cardinals. And with that, it's off to the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, where we'll hand it over to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Oakland Raiders and the Arizona Cardinals. One receiver left, three to the right. On first down, it's Palmer. And his first look is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up second down. The inaugural drive for this offense today, and the guy we're going to talk about, Michael Floyd.
Starting to develop into a number one receiver, a guy that you'll count on downfield.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Johnson hoping to get in a groove because he was not in a groove in Week 8. Just 24 yards on 10 carries, and that had completely gone against how the rest of the year had gone to that point.
He came into the game riding a streak of 3 straight 100-yard games on the ground. So you knew all the concentration would be on him from the Carolina defense, and they were able to slow him down. One of the first teams to do so in 2016.
On first and 10, it's Palmer. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, now, blue 58. Blue 58.
Palmer gives to Johnson on the draw. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
When I watch Khalil Mack play, I just see fury, passion, and incredible athleticism. This guy can flat out play.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.J. Nelson, 29 yards. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And Mr. Cooper, Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college, but Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Deion Buchanan was drafted as a safety, but makes many of his plays as a linebacker in their scheme.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets.
And that'll be caught by Gresham for a Cardinal touchdown. Jermaine Gresham, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it's 15-0. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Oakland again on offense. That win against Tampa Bay. It was interesting because they had 23 penalties, an NFL record, 200 yards of penalties. That's hard to believe. How do you do that and win a game?
That is one of the great questions and mysteries, but I choose to look at it this way. This is a Raiders team that has some character to it. Yeah, the penalties you want to erase. Giving up that much yardage, you don't want any of that, but finding a way to overcome it and win a big game on the road in overtime, that speaks to those guys in a positive way.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Trying for his tight end, Rivera, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Despite the struggles for Arizona, Fitzgerald, he's still producing, isn't he?
He's always known how to change his game and continues to do so, continues to evolve as a receiver. Remember, he was one of the best outside receivers in the game. Now he's moved into the slot, runs inside, gets the tough catches, trying to produce at a high level and trying to rally his team to some wins.
He had 10 catches against Carolina, now 19 in the last 2 weeks. Second and 10. It's Palmer again. Looking for Johnson, and there he goes right side. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. As the Raiders come back out on offense, you and I agree we have to give a tip of the cap to Donald Penn, who scored in Week 8 his 4th career touchdown, most ever by an NFL player that weighs over 300 pounds.
So what he does by doing that is he gives new meaning to the term big boy football.
I like it. It's impressive, though, right? 4th touchdown.
It really is, and it speaks to the athleticism of these guys in the NFL, because Donald Penn obviously spends all of his time trying to keep his quarterback clean, but to be able to catch the ball, turn upfield, and get to the end zone 4 different times, congratulations, Donald Penn.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Well, with all those yards that Derek Carr had against the Bucs, there was enough to go around. Cooper was over 100, so was Michael Crabtree, 108 yards for Crabtree.
I'm not sure there's a better duo out there right now, and those guys are really playing off of each other to their strengths. Crabtree, one of the best intermediate route runners you're going to have, and great hands. And Amari Cooper can do anything you want, including getting deep.
Jack Del Rio going to take a chance here. His guy's going for it on fourth. And Carr's going to keep it himself. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive there. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. To throw his Carr, and it is incomplete. Well, Charles, one bit of news that caught us by surprise. Andre Johnson on Halloween announcing his retirement. He finishes, what a career, over 14,000 yards and 70 touchdown receptions.
And he did most of his damage in the uniform of the Houston Texans, and I think that's how he'll be best remembered. I still remember him being back in college at the University of Miami. You're like, that is a man among boys on the college level, and he played so well in the NFL. And to me, it's fitting that he's going out now because he doesn't believe he'll get back to that form that he showed when he first hit the league, going out with class.
When he first hit the league in 03, 35 years old. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 95.
On 3rd down, Palmer. Looking for Floyd, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Carr now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Well, while we have a moment, I got to tell the people what you were ribbing me about before the game, and that was my Super Bowl picks. I
didn't tell you to do that.
We're halfway through the season, but I had picked preseason Carolina and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's 4-3, but Carolina 2-5.
Yeah, I love the way that you just gave yourself up like that. I wasn't going to do that, but look, they're not out of it yet. The NFC South and Carolina, remember, they're used to getting on big runs, and they had a big win last week against Arizona. For me, I had Green Bay and New England. New England's looking real strong. Green Bay struggling with injuries. And Minnesota, they're the team to beat in the NFC North right now.
I really picked New England and Dallas. It just came out wrong.
I got you.
Here's Palmer to throw. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 75 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. And that one obviously worked out, but it's one where you kind of hold your breath because he was sitting there waiting to take a hit as he threw that ball down. And oh, it's blocked. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Play action. Now Palmer. And Gresham has it left side. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. He's got Floyd out left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Let's go. Mirror. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Blue 58. Blue 58.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. It's caught left side by John Brown. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Get ready. 1-18.
On second down, Palmer. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
All right, now. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They come up in an offset eye. Palmer now. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Malcolm Smith coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7.
Get ready. Blue 50.
On second down, here's Palmer. And his throw here's incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And now it's 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit.
And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. Picked off by Perry Riley. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
All right, here we go.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there for the Raiders. 30 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play it went for big yardage. And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Here's Carr to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Now it's Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Anytime you call man coverage against Larry Fitzgerald, you're really holding your breath as a defensive guy, because his ability to run such precise routes and use that big frame that he has, that body against you, it's going to be very difficult to break passes up against him.
Yeah, when you make 9 Pro Bowls in your first 12 years, you might want to give him a little bit more coverage than that.
Yeah, it's not just athletic ability. He's a thinking man's receiver as well.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Palmer, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Carson Palmer keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep for Crabtree. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a 3-yard gain. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, here we go.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And it is incomplete. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Cowboys going up against the Steelers. So with that, let's get up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. On the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. A give to the fullback on the dive. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man, hand him the ball, and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll go again with Bell. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. 5 yards to gain here on 3rd down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Stephon Tuitt's ability to play defensive end and yet rise up and knock passes away when quarterbacks try to throw them, he makes it hard to get around.
And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the gap?
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver.
It's in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. And they'll get it up the middle. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. And after that play, we've got a man down, a member of the linebacking corps. And the medical staff will attend to it. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He finds Coates complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Let's go. Who's
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he locates Wheaton complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
Again, it's Bell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back to Heinz Field after this. Offense has been out there a while. This is their 14th play in this series. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And that brings up 4th down. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. His throw caught right around the 6. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. One man in the backfield, Elliott. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Prescott, Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Here's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he is out of bounds right around the 20. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin.
Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, we have a pause here. It's hard to believe, but already halfway through the NFL season.
How about what New England's done already? At 7-1, and remember, they had to get Tom Brady back. They barely missed a beat. They are setting the pace, and people think right now they may be the best team in the league. Dallas, did you expect them to only have 1 loss at this stage of the season? What they're doing in the NFC East, that's pretty remarkable, especially with a rookie quarterback. And then you have to take a good look at Atlanta, leading the pace in the NFC South. And finally, Oakland, 6-2 right now. Teams you worry about a little bit, Carolina and Arizona. We thought they'd be a little bit better right now. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, They have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Hey. 4 down.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to take another shot here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Throwing now, Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger going up top. And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 32 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Green with a catch left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now Roethlisberger trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's able...
Killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that, killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist. Let me tell you about the young man. Matter of fact, I'ma let Push tell that. Take it about the old man. Had to change her heart and then fell back. Old man lived a long life. Walked around with a long quick like Jesus, that Colombiana. That's mere models like. Yeah. Look at the flick of that wrist. I'm feeling like Leonardo. Let me paint the picture. I might need a bottle. On the road to success, I can feel the throttle. That Michelangelo, hundreds in the envelope. Type when I write. And that old man had to change her heart. Wish he knew it back from the start. Like, looked around, seen his wife on the military all over the whole compound. Soon as he seen it, I swear it, I mean it, my man was gone quicker than dominoes. He in jail, everyone falling like dominoes. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Steelers going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock winding down. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. Time running out here on the play clock.
fruits, ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower, and I'm a... So sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant. Trolling on the internet. No respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck. Coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now.
Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second.
Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11.
Start your season with recommended settings. Your season starts now.
Drop the big beats, so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. We're just a couple of weirdos coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about the flare. That's just how we do. To Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Saw the magician's assistant in half like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Drop the big beats, so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up, you can hear me now.
All right, Larry, hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest. Here, lucky to witness it. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing. They will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
Special teams coaches spent a lot of time scheming things up, but this was just a bad return. Now the offense has a long way to go to try to put points on the board.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. From his goal line here, Smith buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
Oh, my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh, my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me? Oh, my Lord.
Boy, we've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a really difficult decision to make. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into the starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into a starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade.
My Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul.
Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot? In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that pick. And there's a pick that'll certainly help. Maybe not an impact signing, but you're not going to hit a home run every round. This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front, or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position? I'll tell you right now, you won't go wrong adding any of these guys to your team. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. 3 choices here, all of them impact players. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall. I'm not sure that this selection is going to provide a huge punch, but he's at least a guy that does have some upside. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way.
Says it's gonna rain. Don't worry, girl, it won't change a thing. Yeah, we still got plans tonight. We're gonna kick it, that's a given, baby, rain and shine. Leave your Sunday best at home. Be the last time you wear what you got on. Bikini top and cut off jeans. Baby girl, you know you're looking mean. She said, how we gonna make it through the mud hole? What you think you got swampers on my truck for? It's about to get done in the dirty south. I'm about to show you what it's all about. But don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We're gonna tap, light that fire. We're gonna crank that country. Pass and get Thursday. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Well, it's about to get done. Watching that red clay turn to mud. Sling it up, slap past the doors like a new paint job on a 4x4. Girl, you're gonna have a good old time. Can't let a little bit of rain change your mind. Let your hair down, kick off in boots. For once in your life, let yourself cut loose. Gonna get money from head to toe, clean it off, living in a swimming hole. Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty south. I'm about to show you what it's all about. Don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We're gonna tap, light that fire. We're gonna baptized in muddy water, let me hear you say, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty South. About to show you what it's all about. You don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that cuss. Pass that, let's get thirsty. Everybody get thirsty. Listen, about to get dirty.
my face, you're not from the clique. Give me space, we might ride it. Most say that, baby, they don't love the clique. I thought they love you when you make it. This a mother. Yeah, this a mother. Friends and business don't mix, so I'm brotherless. Tryna get back close, hit them with the stiff. Gears I shift, make sure they feel the drift. Just cop the Benz, oh, with the tint. You should know, cause in every song I said, yeah, in every song I said, I'm just proud of my accomplishments. I'm a 400, I don't care at all. Have a head on. Heard you talking about I'm real, I'm fraud. Your kids and broad, they straight, you shouldn't care at all.
Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave.
Yeah, 104 times how it go down. Slaps on deck for the whole town. On mamas, man, I did it with my own sound. And I got my own city that I hold down. Just admit it already. You got plans to do it, boy, we did it already. Got a couple DMs, I done slid in already. Gotta ask YG if he hit it already. Yeah, I'm a star like Moesha's. Running up the numbers like Aisha's. Yeah, I be sliding, I be creeping. Girls these days, they just don't know how to keep it. But I got it all handled. They try to box me and I got my own angles, yeah. I'ma spend the summer getting to the cake and I'ma wishing wood on every candle. I'm like,
please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave.
If you ain't know me, bet you know now. Juicy came through with the verse for me both times. In Bot Town, that's automatic, hold down. What's that? Ask no question, just hold it down. Why you hating on the progress? I'm a humble, I don't even pause what I do. I just drive the Maybach through the projects. And still brazy, I ain't even drive shit. Hate from a distance, please don't try me. Cause we'll turn it up on anybody. I see why they don't like me. Yelling out 400, they go too heavy. I'm with the posse back at it. Whoa. That mean come on, go on platinum. Whoa. That mean I got a Kindle in my mattress. Oh, I got the BD back bragging.
Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you
if
always
you try
leave.
to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
Y'all never played fair, so tell me why now should we care? Queen B told y'all a long time ago that we run the atmosphere. Did we build that?
Yeah.
Do we own that?
Yeah.
We even in the studios running playback. Shout out to Am and Sally, the young guards, all the G's like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. You wouldn't need it if you knew what we overcome. Do you know all we gotta overcome? But they ain't stopping nothing. Me and my girls on top, straight stunting. And we abide by a real strict code. Hands off my ex and homies over.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
We play our way.
Would rather be me.
Do work all day.
We don't see defeat.
Can we fly that? Can we buy that? We even run a full court, make it stack. Shout out to Maya Moore, the young guard, to all the girls like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. So proud of them that we overcome. Do you know we gotta overcome? We bow down to none. I wanna hail out all my day ones. Time really does fly when you're having fun, but the party don't stop till we staring down the sun.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence, now, presence, come out, come It's come out like a power within him. I get down like gravity, raps, rappers, rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling riveting, rhythmically, I am vigorous, spinner right to the rhythm, whittle the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. It's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the presence now. Presence, come out. Come
Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The play clock's running down. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock winding down.
about this for a tough decision early on? Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. What to do here? Build up the interior of your line or get that skilled player to add another weapon? And these guys are going to get themselves a great player here, whether it's A, B, or C. Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower-rated player just to make sure. Yeah, I think with that pick, you're just looking to build up your core. Get some guys in here that can help round out the roster. Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to them or go after someone who can help you up? These are the rounds you love to see. Some big names to choose from here. Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player or do you go after a position of need? Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap. Always a tough decision, offense or defense. It's all about finding the right balance when you're putting a team together. And there's a pick that does fill a hole, but I'm not sure that it's really going to be the one that improves the overall squad a tremendous amount. Oh, no question that this guy's going to grade out as a huge impact over what was there before. Both offensive and defensive options here. They might have to ask themselves which side of the ball needs more attention. And now's where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can, and that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely.
Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-D-M-V, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met it from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and dready. Met some killers in Memphis, like they from Oakland. Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses, literally I'm lean. Mix it like a bought it in Nashville. Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sun, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga and it's hot as Arizona. I pop me up Fresno, hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt, darling, I'm in the zone. Why does everywhere I go just remind me of home? You know that state of gold with the bed. Them other places come close, but they don't compare. Now I've been to New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-D-M-V, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, California, no place like California. Fresh off a flight to Boston, got a BZ in Maryland that I pipe too often. Headed right to Austin, most likely flossing. Tight, exhausted, high as a forklift. Handful of goons out in Colorado. Any given afternoon, you can catch a hollow. Honestly, it's the same out in Richmond, Virginia or California. Either state, you can get it. I done seen everywhere from Russia to Delaware. Trust me, I'm well aware. Barcelona to Bel Air, Petty to the Detroit. Don't tell him he saw how heavily he balls. Every project, every seashore. And I ain't content trying to see more nomadic. I probably wind up alone. All it takes is a melody to remind me of home. I've been to New York, come on.
Thank you. It is indeed time for a draft champions matchup and what is set to be a great draft champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the...
Dziękuję. What y'all play, man? Hey, don't leave the party. I'll be right back. Don't leave the party. I'll be right back. See what they want right quick in the other party. I'll be right back.
We're ready to roll. Let's roll. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Cook. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose.
I'm gonna beat the brakes off you. Man. Jackie, why tell you about talking to the little kid? Man, chill out, dude. I don't even know who that is. Yes. Hey. Oh. Man, I'm sending an invitation, boy. Man, don't you fussing me, boy. You know you gotta see me at school. So no, you ain't trying nothing like that. You got the front, you got it. Play no game with you. I know you got that invite, Jacqueline. Nah, don't try to be scared. I don't want to hear nothing else. Who you happy? Let's play no game with you. Play no game with you. I got you. I'll show you how you got it. Boy, what do? Alright, bet. Jacqueline, I'm finna beat the brakes off you. Alright. Get the Broncos. You already know I smashed you with them already. When you had them. Go ahead, get Josh Norton. Jacqueline, that's the dumbest thing you ever picked. You think you're finna run Mario? It's not gonna happen. That's what I think you're thinking about. This is my color. No, it ain't. My color wasn't white. Hey, Jacqueline, I ain't want to do you like that, but I got you, man.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got Bears running backs. We're hoping for plenty of touches to come their way. It's the Vikings going up against the Cowboys. With that, we'll send it out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We got Stephon Diggs.
We find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in
Somebody said Trevor.
Arlington at AT&T
I heard his name said college.
Today we've got a good NFC matchup lined up here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys.
It's not on that, Jacqueline, man. I've been trying to spare you, man. But people just don't listen to me these days. I just gotta do it to them.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll get it running right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, that defensive
Ooh, this
win
that boy
reminds me of
Prescott.
something
Oh my
that Coach
God,
Remind
don't
used to
do
say
it to
all
him
the
this
time.
time, Prescott.
If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
On the
I
left
am
side, he
Brian
finds Beasley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
You already
It's a
know.
9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Nowhere to go here. He
Let's
lost
go.
the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
No one can control us. You couldn't see? Hey, what side Stephon Diggs on? No, man, I got some for you. I got some for you. You try to throw a trail with him. Alright. I'm ready, come on. You look at my, boy, you look, I got a messed up joystick. Or else. You still gonna lose. Ain't no excuse. You still gonna lose.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive
You
unit.
better throw the trail away. That's how I go. You better find you another receiver.
Bradford now, the throw on first down.
Chill out, boy. Jacqueline, what I tell you about that?
And this is intercepted, but
chill
they
out.
say out of bounds. So very close to a
I
turnover
already
there
going
in
deep
the
down.
end
What's wrong
zone.
with you?
Okay, Charles, the Vikings offensive starters, a former Ole Miss Rebel is a guy to watch, and that's Laquan Treadwell.
No doubt about it. And when you look at his speed,
Okay, Treadwell, I see you,
forget
Treadwell.
it. All right, just throw out
See you,
that time
Treadwell.
stuff. Watch his play
I see you,
speed. He plays
Treadwell.
the game really fast.
Let me get that. Chill out. Stop playing with me, man.
And it's intercepted.
Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell him to take it to the house? Huh? Hold on. Wait. Come here, fat man.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Let's go, boy.
Short throw, pick six right there. Those
I miss field goals.
linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football
Press time
and
out.
take it in the opposite direction.
Well, press start. Your quarterback. You already got your quarterback in. Who you gonna put in? Teddy Bridgewater. What you talking about? Are you ready? Wait, man, shit. Man, press circle, Jacqueline. You
The
don't.
Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this
Man,
one.
threw pick
And I
six.
think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the
Hey, man,
football a little
sorry.
bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you.
You can't do nothing. Stop pressing pause. Dude, you put Sean Hill in. You can't put him in, man. You can't put what's called in. Because he hurt. Press circle.
Going back the other direction.
Like, well, you ain't got nobody to throw it to. My defense too good. Defense too good. On everywhere. On everywhere. On everywhere.
Here's Hill.
Look at this. What are you doing it to?
Goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an
Come on, what trail
incompletion.
will it? He ain't been doing that. Let me see that.
Hill.
INT.
And this is going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's fourth down.
Put the ball, Jacqueline. I'm trying to give you some quick tips. You trust your defense. You got the best defense in the league.
Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going
Let's
on
see
as
what you
much
gonna
as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line.
I ain't
Make
nobody.
sure
I'll
they
pick my
don't
own
get there
play.
and tackle them in front. They're able to drop in their zone coverage.
Look, you got somebody
figure out
wide
where
open
the first
there, too.
down line was and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
A big play that time
You're not
through
gonna
the
score?
air. 30 yards.
We know it's tough enough
Yeah,
to
do
pick
it
up
now.
first downs on third
Do it for
down
y'all.
plays, but when you go for it on fourth down,
No!
sometimes you're actually just praying, and
No!
the prayer was answered. When you see passes knocked down,
No!
these guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their
That's
zone
what it is,
coverage,
man.
they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now
You
he'll look
think
to
he over
throw
there?
here on second and 10.
Chill out.
And
Ooh,
he's
how
caught
big?
right at the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
You gonna throw another
There's so
interception.
many things to watch for when you play defense.
Yeah.
And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And the hit jarred it loose.
Woo-hoo.
It's incomplete.
Where's that guy? If I would've got the straight,
Featured receivers, they move all over
It
the
would've
place
been
to
over
try
you
and find
quick.
good matchups.
I know
And
all they
had
play.
one, they were just unable to complete the pass.
not you.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Eluding the pressure right.
Ooh.
And that is incomplete. Ronnie
Good
Hill
field
in
goal,
there, the
Jacqueline.
man he was looking for.
We'll be down
And
by
it's
2,
fourth
Jacqueline.
down.
Now I'm gonna blow you out, Jacqueline.
The offense stays out there.
They ain't gonna mess you
Big
up.
challenge here from this
Every
far
play.
back, but they're going for it on
Going for it.
fourth and goal.
Yep, got it.
He'll drop to
Got
throw.
him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this score.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of
Ooh,
analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position leads your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
Yep, he's done.
Run.
Yep, he's done.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance.
What you doing, fat man?
30,
Yeet.
10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys.
Let's go, Zeke. Jacqueline. Ooh, man. Ooh. I'm blitzing every plate. Send me an invitation. Nah, you send me. I bet. Nah, you send me one. You can get home. Dang, drunk, what happened? I'm the truth, man. Who you gonna get now, Jacqueline? Drew Brees? You don't even know how to use. You? And you got him anyway. What? Oh, you want me to get the bucket then? Want me to get them? Huh? Go ahead and get them. Jacqueline, take it whoever you want to get. I don't know yet. I'm looking now. I know what color is. Man, that color was clean. Jacqueline can't beat me in Madden, cause I'm the truth. I feel like El Chapo's son. Who said that drunk? Xavier said, I feel like El Chapo's son. I done been in the zoo so long that I ain't got no scars. No, mama, why you trying to play me? Little high ass tree. I want you to be mine again, brother. I know my What? I'm on Madden right now, man. Madden. I'm mad right now.
Anticipation is mounting for today's game. We've got two
What?
quarterbacks looking to make an impact.
I thought y'all already had 2K.
Going up against the Buccaneers.
Oh yeah, I'm glad I
Let's
updated.
get out to Ray J. Raymond
I ain't
James
start my
Stadium.
shit.
Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Now we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium.
Somebody the corner.
Today we've got a good
Somebody the
NFC
corner.
matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Chuck, I'm finna torch y'all. Look at that. Ooh. Mixed match. Huh? I'll throw it to his side. What do you play me for? Press circle. What you play me for? Don't throw it to his side. You know? Don't throw it to his side. Alright.
On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set
What
up
side
a
he on?
2nd and 7. And a peek at the offense. And Matthews, a guy that we have to talk about.
And Jordan Matthews, Brandon, is an anomaly.
Split.
Normally, a long receiver plays outside. He likes to work out of the
That's him.
slot.
That's
Does
him.
a terrific job absorbing punishment and catching the football.
A tough spot
And he
here
on Matthews'
their
side.
opening drive. This
There
is
you go.
3rd and 7. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. Throwing now is Wentz. And
Drop a
incomplete
peek.
here on 3rd down. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's 4th down. So on 4th down, the Eagles will call on the left foot of Donnie Jones to punt it away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. It's a short one here, complete to the
You
tight
like it,
end.
Jacqueline?
And he'll
Man,
get
you
it up
like
to the
it, man.
33-yard
You
line.
like I threw it, like.
5 yards on the pickup. It's such a risky play
Miss, I was
there
that
to
man,
fake it.
you know,
You're
man.
either the hero or the goat. Here they're going to be the goat.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've
My
got
defense
something
too good,
now.
though,
They got the
Jacqueline.
defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
I'll make
Mike
Fletch talk you
Evans,
back
the
there
one he
every
was
time.
looking for. And it's 2nd down. And one advantage for
make
this
Fletch talk
offensive
you back
unit
there.
is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength.
Man,
His
when- man,
size
the
and
best-
catch radius.
probably best
Throw it up
position
there,
in the
let
league.
him go get it.
What you talking about?
Jameis to
Look at
throw.
that.
Eagle
Get him,
pressure.
Fletch.
Too much
Get him,
this
get him.
time. Down he goes.
Nigga,
Fletcher
keep talking.
Cox in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the
Oh,
offense is
Fletcher,
just
man.
moving in the
I ain't
wrong
gonna let you
direction.
get through that time.
I'd say they're moving in the right direction
I ain't-
because the
they gonna
defense
get
is
through that
pushing them
time.
back.
I'm
Former
gonna look at
defensive
defense.
guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a
See what
big
I'm saying?
way, and what else
No,
you have to look
Jacqueline,
out
don't throw
for?
it to him.
More pressure coming at you because
Chill
it
out,
seems to
man.
be working pretty well.
He was looking for Jaquiz Rodgers there. And 4th down.
Ooh, my
coming
bacon
up.
in the oven.
And there's a good opportunity. Just want
Out.
to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They're going to try for it on 4th.
Oh, Fletch
Winston
caught.
stays
Fletch
out
caught her.
there.
Let's cut time. Let's cut time.
Now Winston on 4th.
Let's go.
Under a heavy rush, and
Yeah,
down he
man, Fletch.
goes. Nigel Bradham. Tough to handle on that blitz.
I bet we'll give him
He
one-on-one
gets it
coverage,
for a
Jacqueline.
loss of 5. And now the Eagles offense back out
With
onto the
Matthews
field.
Matthews
And
and what his
last
name?
time,
Graves,
went for
Hair
it on
Graves.
4th,
whatever.
didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the
Alright,
mat and do
alright.
better this go
Bet.
around.
Sometimes I
Bet.
have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game.
Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted.
Dude,
Charles
you
is
won't
taking
got that 'cause that person running up the
back out
pitch.
on offense. I want to dive a little deeper into Jameis Winston. Last 4 games, he has not thrown the ball over 35 times, which
Well, who?
that's fine.
Mike
But you
Evans.
look back to weeks 2 and 3 when he was over 50. So
can have it.
why the dial back?
You can have
I
it.
think a couple of reasons. Dirk Cutter, his head coach, knows quarterbacks and trains them really well. And he sees a second-year guy throwing the ball 52
went away.
times. He doesn't see that as
With Mike
sustainable
Evans.
and doesn't
Who
want
do it?
anything to happen with him, want to dial that back. The second part is they need to take some of the pressure off of the defense. Run the ball a little bit more, shorten the game a
ball.
little bit, and not have them out there for such great stretches either.
Bro, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now with the play clock almost to 0, Dirk Cutter's going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first down throw for Winston. He's going to
What the-
wind up and air it out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown.
How he get that open there? That's all that was.
Mike Evans, a have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story before the game. We were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut. And I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just.
I can drive down the field if I really want to go.
Because everyone knows he's fast. They're gonna play him for that route first and foremost. But sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops. There he goes again.
Ooh, hurdle. Hurdle.
Trying to shake off the
Hurdle.
interception from the last drive.
Hurdle.
Look to throw.
Hurdle.
Got his man complete.
Hurdle.
And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play that time. Wentz to Matthews.
Hurdle.
63 yards. They come out here in the eye. Wentz now to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion.
Got burnt that way. Burnt like toast, man.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's Wentz to throw. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, an 11-yard touchdown. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Now, after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles
get back there, Fletcher. Bro, the safety is not going to help you when you go on the way.
Second sack now of the afternoon.
All right, there you go. Not nobody there.
The first carry now.
Oh, you trying to play me, huh?
And an alley to run. 12 yards is the pickup there, and they're going to have a third down.
In today's NFL,
nowadays, all these niggas
long-yardage
gonna
situations
so
with
hard.
your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on fourth and 7.
Throw it up. I'm moving out of the way.
Here's
Winston
dancing to his left. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go play action here on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
He
and
called
they
out
went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because
plenty
of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat, make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver,
got him, coach.
a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Got him, coach.
Nowhere to turn here, he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Wentz going to throw.
Let's go.
And this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. receiver to the left is
What?
Evans. First down, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. He's going to let it go again. And incomplete. He can't catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. On first down, Wentz. Left side, caught by Matthews. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, an 80-yard touchdown. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play.
What?
I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively.
All right, bet. All right.
I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. And Winston lost the football. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. One receiver to the left is Evans. 3rd and long for Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back.
Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive. And he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. Well, this O-line, they've had trouble with a pass rush all game long. This time it cost them 2 points.
I mean, you've got a quarterback back there who's running for his life, and he's had no time to throw the football. They've sacked him time and again, and this time they do it in the end zone.
You said it, partner. No time, none whatsoever. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while they'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
What?
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And out now come the Eagles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's...
That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time, Wentz to Matthews. 59 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about if things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
The play clock's running down. Here's Wentz to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
What's that? 10-50.
Completion now brings up third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration, the focus necessary, and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Throwing is Wentz. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, you all want to play GTA?
So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal.
Okay.
And it's a fake. He's going to...
Come on, let's play. Come on. You got GTA?